Hello and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever. First of all, I'd like to apologize that I've been late uploading the episode because I had some issues with the recording software. It's partially fixed, and we're gonna let us continue with our series. So last time we done a route from here, which is Novigrad, all the way to Pentos, and then from Pentos to Winterfell. We're gonna leave them be, and we're gonna jump over on the south side, and we're gonna start in Kingston, connect Kingston with Cambridge, and then with River Valley. Maybe if we have time, connect it with Whitehill, and connect this oil well with the oil refinery so we can get some cash coming in. So if we bring the oil here to the refinery and then ship it to Cambridge and River Valley, maybe up here, but I don't think that's going to be profitable at the moment, just because it's quite a big hill, and the horses are not that powerful. So we're gonna start in here. This is gonna become our main depot in time. So this is gonna be the end of the line, or the start of the line, and all the trains are gonna be coming in from here and then going around all the way around the map. We're not gonna do that now. We're just gonna do the passengers line so we can get some money coming in. So yeah, this software that I have recording the videos, I started recording upside down, so all the video was upside down apart from the mouse. I had to email the company and they still never replied to me, so I found another software that lets you turn around the video, but the issue was the mouse was still, so the video was correct, the mouse was upside down this time. So yeah, it was a lot of struggle, but eventually I got there. We would have been a lot more advanced, but as wise. So I'm gonna place a station here, make it 80 meters because we're not gonna use it. So let's just see if try and not hit the forest here. Can go like this. Yeah. Put some tracks on it. Nope. We're just gonna go straight like that. Put the station in. I think this one is gonna be a curved one. Yeah. Use it 160 meters, and we're gonna make it something like that. That'll do for now. So we're gonna need to borrow some more money. We don't have a lot, but hopefully we're gonna produce some cash with the existing routes that we have. So yeah, fingers crossed. I think I'm gonna make it one line, so the train comes in, stops here, and then carries on all the way to River Valley and turns around in there, comes back. So just so we save some money on trains. just like that. Try and build a station in here. I think it's gonna be over here. We're gonna demolish this, I think. Yeah, and this is gonna be a straight one. All of this is gonna get modified in time, so it will be here just for the time being. Bit more like this, so we don't collide with the oil refinery. Try and connect this straight away. Nope. Thing is, if you go too close with the track, if you go too close to a junction, it won't let you do it. So you need to be a bit further away. And we have left 1.3 million to play with. I'm gonna put a depot in here and connect this. Depot and some medium street, and yeah, I think that will be it. Maybe connect this so it doesn't complain. And then the other side as well. The towns do complain when you interrupt their road connections, so try to keep them happy. So we take from River Valley to Cambridge and to Kingston, and then back to Cambridge. So we'll call this River Valley to Kingston. Passenger line. I think eventually it's all going to be, well, my plan is eventually everything's going to be a big loop apart from this one here. I haven't figured it out yet on this side, but north side is all completed in my head. Another one, so we have 4, and on you go. We're gonna build a bus route in River Valley first. Let's see, residential. We're gonna one in here and one in here, and then new route from Church Road to Queensway, and this will be River Valley local bus route. Capital R. Yeah. So this, I remember when I started playing Transport Fever, I was like it was like the Christmas for me. I used to love Transport Tycoon, and in that game you could only do for example, if you had a track, you couldn't lay it so there was no curvature. It was only 90-degree angles and 45-degree angles, and it was like a grid on the map. And when I first started playing Transport Fever, I've done the same thing. So I laid the track, and I never really went for curvatures. I bent it as much as I could, so it was like 45 kilometers speed, and I had to go around an airport. And yeah, it was. I was fascinated by the game when it actually came out. And apparently it's a small company from Germany, I think, that develops the game, and they're developing Transport Fever 2 now, so that looks really promising. So yeah, we're looking forward for that. I think it's gonna be the end of this year, maybe November, December, when it's gonna come out. So yeah, this is gonna be Cambridge, local bus route. Yeah. Also, I'll disable the mod, the natural environment mod, just because I wasn't enjoying how it renders the terrain. So it was like bits missing. I said it's not worth it. So I'll be better off like this. I might do a smaller map sometimes with the natural environment mod, but it's not for a map this size. And then Kingston. It's not too big, is it? We only get coverage this side, so might as well just put a bus route. It'll help developing the town. Yeah, so this is going to be Kingston. I've renamed the towns as well, a couple of towns on this side. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to do it gradually. So this was Kington, I think, and now it's Kingston. It's from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and also yeah, it's from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Set line Kingston. Yeah, so this was Camborne, and I changed it to Cambridge. And this was Stockbridge, I think, and I put River Valley, just because this is kind of a valley and it's next to a river, so I thought it was appropriate. So there will be that. Still have 400k in the bank. We might be able to put a couple of vehicles on here and ship some fuel. Yeah, do this. Just yeah. And then we're gonna use a big station because there's gonna be 2 routes going in and out. Something like that. And where are we going? We're going into Cambridge first. And we're gonna use this bus stop because it has quite a good coverage over the industrial area. So first of all, we're gonna set up a route from the oil well to the oil refinery. I might just even try to move this, so it's gonna sit in here. But maybe. No, it doesn't matter. What we'll do, we'll take oil from here, ship it to the oil refinery, and then bring it back. And then from here, we'll set up a route to Cambridge. So, from Cambridge West to River Valley East. And we're gonna call it Cambridge Crude and Fuel route. I'm gonna put 4 vehicles in there to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And that should activate the oil well. And then when it comes back, it will activate the oil refinery. Now we need a route from here to the bus stop, and I'm gonna call it Cambridge Fuel. See if we have a depot. Yeah, we have one in here. I'm just gonna buy it from there. I'm just gonna put 2, and then do the same on the other end on River Valley. I think we're gonna have to add another, yeah, unless we put another bus stop on the other side, maybe it'll give us coverage, and just that'll do, because we're not shipping the whole, we're not meeting the whole requirement on the fuel for now. So from River Valley East to Queensway, we're gonna call this River Valley. Fuel route. Autosave, that's quite regular. I'm not quite sure if that's the word I was looking for, but that's the word that came in my mind, so I'm just gonna go with it. There we go, that's all set up, and still plenty of time to do something else if we have the money. We'll see how this progresses. See if we have any passengers. I doubt it, but oh no, we do have 2 passengers. They're keen to get on board. We're gonna go have a look at the first route that we've done here in London. There's not a lot of passengers waiting. Well, saying that, it's 5 on this, and I think the carriages carry 4. Yeah, it'll be 4, so that's full. That's full as well, so maybe even considering buying another. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy another stagecoach. Zetline, London, local bus. We have 8 waiting there. This one has 20 on board, so we'll be fine for now and there. See how this side is going on. So 10, but I think the train just left. 20 land. Yeah, we're doing fine for now. It'll be time for an upgrade soon, so we have quite a few in here. 23. By the time that trainer reaches here, it might be just overflowing. We have plenty of grain and livestock in here, so we can add a couple of horse wagons in here. Maybe another 4. Do it 4, and we'll see if that's gonna cope with the demand. This is grain and food. Hold on, that's fine. It's fine. I got a bit mixed up in here. So 151. We might not be able to do a lot apart from adding a couple of buses and wagons and that. This is gonna be looking really nice when it's gonna be growing a bit more. We have 8 in here, and that's 17 on board. 4 waiting, and then 17 in here. 15. Soon I think we're gonna start making some profit. Not a lot, but some profit. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna try to explain what's the plan on this side. More or less, it's gonna change probably, but so the plan is we're gonna have one station there and another station on this side. So it's gonna be a double station. Either a Y station. There's a mod that you can split the station, so it curves on the left and then on the right as well. We're gonna have the same thing in here. 2 tracks. I think a station here, or again the Y station, and then we're gonna connect London with Glace Cross, Whitehill, Church Stretton, and then up again. The only thing is there's quite a bit of a hill in here. You can see there's actually 115 in here, and up here it's 226, so more or less 110 meters. And to do that in a straight line, it's gonna create a bridge, and I don't really want that. So unless I find another way to wiggle it about and go up here and then connect Middleham and then back to Horsham. It's not. This is not going to get connected on that track. This is going to be different, separate. So again, if we go from this side, we're gonna go. We're gonna start going uphill, and then curve around this mountain here, and then put an elevated station here, or maybe even up here, just a normal station or an elevated station here, and then continue through here, because this is another issue. The elevation, the difference between the elevation is actually quite high. So let's just, this is 144. By the time we reach up here, it's 205, and then up here it's 260. So we try to make it quite feathered then. So if you go around and then make a curvature and connect Chard with I, and then curve to the right and go to Selsey, and then left here, and I'm not quite sure if this is going to connect. Padstow is going to connect with buses going from Padstow and Selsey and in Brackley, or build a train station here and then build a bus route to go from the town centre to the station. I'm not sure on that. So yeah, it's going to connect with Brackley and then comes around. So it's going to be a circular, a loop, if you want, that side. Same with this side, and then in here, this is going to be the same. That's going to connect. That's going to, from River Valley, is just going to go into Whitehill and stop, and then goes back again. And from Selsey, we're going to do another track and then come around to Loftus. This one, I'll call it round, round, and then to Staining, Chipping North, Rugley, and back into Whitehill. And then this one and Cheltenham and Sandwich and Patchway are going to be connected with a line, so from here to Patchway and back, but they're going to be connected. The station is going to be elevated here and another one underneath. Excuse me. So they're going to be connected somehow. I had a look over here, and I think we're going to need to add at least one more wagon, so we can increase our capacity for passengers, because there's quite a few waiting here. So there's we're losing money. So if we can afford, next time when the trains turns around on this station, we're gonna send him to the depot and add in a wagon. So yeah, at the moment there's not a lot of passengers waiting here, and there's not a lot of passengers on board either. Let's see how it's doing money wise. It went up and then it went down again for some reason. What's the problem here? Oh, it seems the population went down, so hopefully it'll ramp back up. Yeah, this is the only part that is actually challenging in the game. How to start and how do you start, because after you start making your first money, it's gonna be easy. You don't need to worry about a lot of stuff. But to start with, as I said, is the most challenging bit. After that, you don't really worry about money. You just do whatever you want. So let's follow him, the Flying Fleming. Speed up. Yeah, so I will stick with my plan and I will upload an episode every second day. So if everything's fine, obviously my problem with my recording software is fixed, or partially fixed now. So yeah, I'll try and upload another flyover aerial view of my other map that I'm playing, but I still have a lot of stuff to finish in that particular town that I'm gonna do, so it'll be a couple of days, maximum a week. So let's just see how much will it cost to buy a 94. Maybe if he hurries up and we're not gonna go past the end of the month, we're gonna be fine. Maybe even two, I think. So go to the depot. Oh no, I was a bit late there. It went past that point where the tracks dividing. So now go back and go to the depot. Now we'll go. No. Let's just see. Buy another train. 94. I'm gonna give it a boost, see if I can get another one by the end of the month. Nope. Alright, well, just go back to your... I've just lost 24 passengers, but in order to evolve, you'll need to change things. So, well, now there's enough money to buy another one. I'll just leave it to go do a couple of runs. I want to have a look at this and see why is this not making any money. Oh, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It might be that the town is still needs to grow up a bit. It's only 71 population, so yeah, we'll give it a couple of years. Maybe it'll come back on the come back to life. I do have long pauses sometimes because I have to think twice what will I say, so apologize for that. Again, we do have still have quite a lot of stuff in here, and we have 4, 6, 8, 10 wagons on it. So I think I'm gonna add a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is grain and food. Yeah, right. See how our oil industry is doing. Again, 99 crude oil waiting, and we do have again 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wagons on it. But again, we don't have any cash, so there's nothing really we can do until we generate some cash. Let's talk about our next plan. I think next thing is gonna be again over in north side. I'm gonna play around with the routes that I already done and see what's making money and what's not making money, just so we can next time we can just carry on building without having to stop for the money to catch up with us. So I think next time it's either gonna continue from here. I just start on the other end in here somewhere and just start making connections and renaming towns. Yeah, I had a lot of thinking of how to do this, and I was gonna make it to stop here as well, so it'll be like a terminal station, but it'll be I wanted only one end and the main line anyway. So yeah, again we're gonna need some horse wagons in here because we have 70 food waiting, and I think there's only 2 on this route here. So as soon as we get the money, I'll do that. So things like that, adding more wagons on and making sure that everything's profitable, I'll do them offline, and then so we can focus with our main build in the next episode. So we're gonna see if we're still, well, we lost some money last year, but that's because we bought some vehicles, so 150k worth of new vehicles, so we were up 100k last year. So yeah, I think we're gonna end up for this episode, just because we're run out of money, and as I say, I'm gonna do minor stuff offline, and then in the next episode we'll just carry on with buildings. So I'm gonna end the episode here, just because we're running out of money. But again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.